Happy Wednesday. Well, the sun's just come out. I think this is number 12. Forgive me. You're lucky I'm doing well doing 12. You're looking for Gigi. He's sat here behind me. I've just frightened him to death because I just knocked the light. I put the light on because it's been raining all day. The sun's just come out now. And the light fell over, hit the camera and the tripod, so that fell over. And it frightened the living daylights out of little Gigi. Gigi's looking very, very miserable today. I think it's dawned on him that, you know, the suitcases in the hall meant that his daddy were going away. Yeah, so he's stuck with me, unfortunately. Well, I've been trying to get myself motivated. So I've been setting myself a task for every day. I did 2 tasks today. One was to wash the dishes, which is a great feat in this household because I hate washing dishes. Yes, I know I should get a dishwasher, but there's no room in my kitchen for one. And the other task was to unravel a sweater that had been on Etsy forever and a day and never sold. I admit it was a nice pattern, but it just didn't show up very well, and I made it too big, so it was too big for me to even have. It wasn't too big for me in the body, but it was a Doris Chan pattern that was all like in the hexagonals where they've got 5 sides. And the sleeves, but because I'd made the body bigger, the sleeves also turned out wider and longer, so I couldn't even wear it. So I've unravelled it off anyway. Don't ask me what yarn it was because it's about 2 years since I got it. But of course, when you unravel things, you finish up with a million balls of little balls, don't you? So I'm just hoping that I do have enough to make something with it. I've got my fingers crossed. Anyway, today one of my ice orders came. I had another 2 ordered. But the one I ordered first hasn't arrived, and the one I ordered the other day has arrived. The one I ordered before isn't even marked as dispatched, so I'm going to have to keep my eye on that. Otherwise we might be going through the whole thing all over again. Well, as you know, I fell in love with this colour, so I ordered another pack of 2. Because I didn't think that 2 would be enough to make anything for me, because I decided I wanted to keep it for me. So I did. And the other one would probably look nice when it's made up in a shawl or something. I mean, I call it a disappointing colour, but that's just because that's me. But I've decided I cannot just keep ordering colours that I like. I have to think about other people. Alright, I'm just nosy. The neighbours have just come home across the road, so I wonder Gigi hasn't started barking. This one's greys and blues and sort of a navy, but it's more of a dark denim. So it's in this, you know, the thicker chainette stuff. I've only ordered 2 of these. I debated and I thought, no, I'll just make a shawl on a big hook. But the other one, I like the colour so much that it may not finish up as a shawl. It may finish up with something for me. Anyway, I resisted the temptation to order from Purple Linda, even though she had got a sale on with some Riot that had lost its labels. But as you only get 1 ball of each colour, you know, I tend to obviously need a lot more than 1 ball. So I couldn't think what I would use up with 1 ball because it's not hat season, is it, at the moment? So I went on Kemps. They had a sale on. I mean, I was hoping to do this yarn on one of the super chunky, but with it being in so many bits and pieces, I don't know. But there is a waistcoat pattern on the same pattern, so it might make a waistcoat. But I did buy from Kemps some super chunky. They had this on order for Serda Husky and it was 99 pence a ball. I think it's 50 gram ball. So I'm going to knit that, would you believe? To knit that up, and that will be one for Etsy. That's still another chore I've not done. It's on my to-do list. I told you I've not made myself a daily to-do list. I've made myself an April to-do list. Because I'm going to get so despondent if I don't do the daily chores. Yeah. So I got 14 of those. I've got the other packets there. Gigi's decided to desert me now and go and sit over in a patch of sunshine. Now, because I've got to think about lime green in a minute, that's Baby Arrow. Not sure what brand it is. Oh, it's Serdar. So that's nice, isn't it? Serdar Baby Arrow. And that's 100 gram balls. They had other colours, I think, but not all of them are on sale price. This sale price, well, it says Hayfield here. So I'm sure it says made by Serdar there. Yeah, Serdar Spinning. They are the same company. Yeah, it is Hayfield. They are the same company at base, yeah. This one's Baby Aaron Apple Bob. 99B. And I'm sure it's 100 grams, so that's a good bargain. Let me have a look if it's 100 grams. Trying to read it upside down. The glasses are over there again. It's 100 grams, so that's a really good bargain to get a Serdar. No, sorry, Hayfield. Made by Serdar anyway. Hayfield, really good quality yarn, and that is 99 pence for 100 grams. I don't know how much the other colours are, but I just fancy this lime green. Love it. And then, because I'm into making summer tops, I ordered this, but it's actually a lot brighter than I thought it would be. It's Euro Baby Kid Cotton. That's 100 grams. And this one is called Daffodil. And it is 99p again. So that's a nice bargain, isn't it? So I'm sure somebody would like a nice spring coloured top. I love this colour, but I already have a nice long sleeved yellow one. And I cannot keep keeping everything for myself. Told you that before. So that's all that was ordered today. That's enough, isn't it? My stash is increasing, not decreasing. It's supposed to be going the other way. Hello. Told you before, I'm hopeless. Absolutely hopeless. It's a good job they don't have the workhouse anymore, or the poorhouse, because that's where I'll be in a bit. If you see me going towards the computer with my finger on the buy button, will you just say, stop it, stop it, stop it? There is another ice yarn order coming eventually, but it's not said it's dispatched yet, so I hope it doesn't go the way of the last two. Ooh, bit my tongue there. My blood pressure check didn't happen because, don't ask me why, I looked at the time on my paper and it said 4:40, or so I thought. Gets ready to go, and I looked again and it said 14:40. By this time it was past 14:40. So I rang them up and I said, I'm late. I said, I just had a brain fade minute and I read 14:40 as 4:40. I'm still on the 24-hour clock. Not the 24-hour clock, the 12-hour AM and the 12-hour PM. I'm still on that. I don't do 2400s and stuff like that. So he says, the guy answered and he said, no, I'm sorry, but she's called Jenny, the nurse. Jenny can't fit you in any later. So he gave me another date. So I'm putting the date in my diary and discovered it's also a date that I've got to go to hospital. I've got to be there for 12 o'clock. So I'm just praying that I don't stay long at the hospital and I am back before 3, because that's when I've got to go and see Jenny. Otherwise I'll be ringing up again saying, guess what? I'm stuck at the hospital. I'm still here. Still haven't rung up about the appointment for my physio. I need my clipboard to be on the way. They'll be coming soon. I need to organise myself. Excuse me, going froggy again. Got an appointment at the GP next week. I bought Gigi a squeaky ball, which my Buster used to love. It petrified him. He was like, "Hey, what's that noise? Don't squeak it at me." So it's now underneath the TV stand. Yeah. Well, I'm enjoying myself watching everybody's Vedas or Vedas or whatever you want to call them. And everybody's been doing quite well, you know, getting into all this. But it still means I haven't answered any of my blooming comments. That's going to have to go on my list, isn't it? List of things to do in April. Sit down one day and answer all the comments, because believe me, thank you all you lovely people to answer them all. It is going to take me all day one day. And I'm still looking at the dust in here. You have to laugh, don't you? Because if you got depressed, I have to. I'm making myself be more motivated and be more organised. Oh gosh, I'm absolutely covered in Gigi hair. Velvet attracts dog hair, I've discovered that. He just loves to be cuddled, and he's really looking miserable today. I'm sure it's because he knows he's been left. Because his dog food's come, which it doesn't usually, because I usually feed him. And his bed's come and his blanket's come. So I think he's not dumb. He's realised he's been abandoned for a whole 4 days. Because they fly out tonight. Or maybe this afternoon, I don't really know. But however, they'll be on their way soon. So, it's so funny because I was watching Sean's video and it had the word motivation in it. And the last time I had the word motivation in one of my video titles, I got an advert from this guy spouting on about motivation and all this jazz. Comes to watch Sean's video, and she had the same video saying, you have to motivate yourself. And I'm thinking, whoever puts the adverts onto YouTube must have these keywords that keep jumping up in people's, headings, titles, whatever you want to call them. But, although I'm struggling doing these Vedas, it has made me organise myself a little bit better, because I get up and I have my shower and I get myself dressed and I put some makeup on, comb my hair, do my hair, put something nice, presentable. Put something presentable on, new beads from the other day. And that in itself is sort of motivating me, because most days if I'm not going anywhere, I can't be bothered, I don't put makeup on all the time, as you've probably seen on some of my videos. But because I've been consciously thinking what I'm going to wear, reaching it out, putting it on the bed, laying it out, finding the beads that go with it, and putting makeup on, doing my hair, it's kind of made my brain wake up a little bit more, if you know what I'm saying. I'm not advocating that you all do this, by the way, no. I'm not advocating that at all, because most of you don't need motivating. It's just what works for me, yeah? So it's worked for me in the fact that it's made me more alert, it's made me more motivated, more wanting to do things. It's kind of given me a purpose for the day, that I have to do this and I have to do that and I have to do the other. I'm not carrying on doing these Vedas, by the way, don't get too excitable. Once it gets to the end of April, it's going to be, will I still do the same thing? Will I still wake up, get showered, Find some clothes nice to wear, you know, will I still do that? That's got to be seen to be believed, yeah. I spoke to Sue, I think I told you yesterday, didn't I? See, this is what happens when I'm doing videos every day, I forget what I've told you. I should have a list, shouldn't I, of what I've actually spoken about. I sewn the button on the cardigan, and that's in there because I forgot to bring it in here. Sewn the button on it. So that's almost ready. I'm not sure whether to make tomorrow Etsy day. I'm just trying to work out if I've got anywhere to go to or not. My poor little Amagawa tree, whatever it is, the wind's come up and it looks like there's been a wedding. It's blowing all the petals all up and down the street. So, what are you all doing? I know, like a lot of you are not doing the Veda. You can do it any other month, you know, you could call it another name. Like, if you did it, well, I don't know what it would be next month. VDM, Vedum. You could call it Vedum, couldn't you? Or the next month after that it'd be Veg. And then Veg the month after that. Or you could do Veda in August. Yeah, you could do that, yeah. You don't have to do it, you know. It's just nice to see people. It gives me more of an insight, like, into people's lives, into what they do, how they organise themselves. And I am so jealous about how you all organise your days. I mean, I feel so lazy when I watch Erin and Kristen, you know, with what they do during the day. I think, oh my God, they're so zip-de-doo-dah, you know. And I was so... I was watching a TV programme and there was a sleuth on it, or a sloth, whatever you want to call it, going up the tree like this. I thought, that's me. That is me. If you want to be reincarnated as an animal, Janet, come back as a sloth. I definitely wouldn't be anything that ran fast, would I? You know. Although I might be Gigi, because Gigi's flaked out asleep again. He loves my back cushion that I have on my recliner. And it's sort of like a T shape, and it goes behind you. But he squashes the T bit. Well, it's an upside down T, because the bottom bit's there and the top bit goes there. He squashes the top bit down, and he sits on it and squashes it down. And he absolutely loves that position. I'm surprised he's actually fast asleep, because it's actually his meal time. Didn't even stir when I said meal time. If I said, do you want your din? He would wake up then. I've got things in the fridge. I don't know what I'm going to have. I just look at the dates and I put in the microwave or the oven, whichever it is, which is the least date, you know, on everything. But I seem to have got a conglomeration of things for the 14th, so I better eat up, hadn't I? My windows keep creaking. I've never had UPVC windows before. And when they sort of warm up in the sun and then they contract in the cold, you know, this creaking really sort of worries me. I've actually been going around to everybody saying, have you got PVC windows? Do they creak? Because to me it sounds like they're going to fall in or something. But I've actually had no, what I call normal mail today, which is strange, not even a bill, you know. I'm sure they save it up for me. I'll probably get a shed load tomorrow. I can't remember what I've ordered that's got to come besides the ice. Nothing much, I think. I don't know. You know how forgetful I am. You know I can never remember what I've done. Yeah. At least I can have a lie-in tomorrow if I so wish. But of course Mr. Gigi will want to get up for a wee-wee. But it means I won't be trying to judge whether I've got time for a shower before he arrives, or whether I've got to wait till he arrives and then have my shower, yeah. But tomorrow I can do what I wish. because I won't be waiting for him to arrive, will I? Still froggy, as you can hear. I must get some honey. I don't think I've got any honey. I don't like honey, by the way. I really do not like honey, but I'll get a lemon or something and some honey and, you know, try to soothe my throat. It's not sore in the slightest bit. It's just that my mouth's very dry and my voice sounds like a frog. Go figure. Next door is having a screaming fit. That's the beauty of small children, isn't it? They're prone to it. You know, if I was to run around screaming like that, you know, they'd have me taken away. Although I do feel like doing it sometimes, yeah. I've got one of Ephraim's sticky patches stuck on my hip today. He sent me these wonderful sticky things. We can get them over here, but they're like about 4 times the price. Hot and cold pad things there. The only trouble is they keep rolling up on me. They don't stay flat. You know, they'll wrinkle down or they'll wrinkle up. But they do make a big difference to my hip, actually. So I can feel an eBay coming on. Heat pads. I've got a tens machine somewhere, but it's in that safe place. I think it's in the safe place because I need some more sticky pads. You know, that they don't last too long, the sticky pads that come with the machines. I've got my mum's one, which is brilliant, but it uses a big size battery. But that's got 4 sticky pads. They're not sticky anymore. And then my ex bought me, he worked at a chemist, and they had these offer on for a little, like a tens machine, but it only has 2 sticky pads. And he bought me one for my birthday because he knew I wanted another one, because the other one's no sticky pads. But those sticky pads have rolled out now, so I need to go on eBay again. Sticky pads. The tripod is on its way again because the company who I wrote to, I mean, I didn't put a complaint on eBay. I always give them a chance to sort it out first because it does affect their, you know, their rating, doesn't it? And if it's got lost in the post, it's not their fault, is it? So he's sending me out a new one. And my metal tape measure, I think Harry must have walked off with mine. Although it might be underneath everything, one never knows. It's in the safe place. It's either in my son's pocket or it's in the garage somewhere hidden. So I ordered a new one, and that one went missing in the post. Anyway, they sent me a new one and it arrived today. I mean, I will say this for about 99% of the eBay sellers, they are really good. And anything that, you know, I've ordered does arrive, you know. It's just the odd time things go missing. But if there's something for 99p from Hong Kong that goes missing, I can't be bothered. Can't be bothered. It's not worth it to me to go into setting up a case, doing all this, doing all that, when you know it's probably got lost in the post someplace. But most of the things I order from Hong Kong does arrive, you know, eventually. It arrives usually about 6 months after I've ordered it, and I'm like, what's this? Why did I order this? I haven't got a clue, because I've forgotten. So I'm going to go and make some dinner, tea, evening meal, whatever you want to call it. And the sunshine is now coming out, which is a bit late because everything's wet through. And the sun's gone off the back now, even though the sun's come out. I'd have to sit at the front, which my ex-husband used to sit at the front. He must have been born Greek or France or whatever. He must have been born there, or his ancestry must be from there, because he'd sit out the front, didn't bother, you know, get his chair and sit out the front. And when I've been to other countries, they do that. They sit out wherever the sun is, they sit outside. I mean, little old lady sitting there, when we went to Portugal one time, little old lady sitting at the front door, doing their crochet work. And they did some absolutely gorgeous. And they're little old ladies that look like their eyesight's probably gone. That's probably why they sat in the sun, isn't it? Doing this intricate, fine. I can't do that. I can't hold fine hooks. I can't do it at all. I think about a 3mm or at a push, a 250 is about as fine as I can go. Don't ask me what that is in American numbers, I have no idea. No idea at all. I mean, I still have to look up on Ravelry when people say a J hook or an H hook. I still have to go on Ravelry and look up what it is in English, you know. Oh dear. Anyway, this is number 12, I think. Oh, you know, brain dead. I think it's number 12. I'm sure you'll let me know if it's not. And I promise you, I do read the comments, I just haven't answered them yet. So please keep the comments coming and tell me what you think. So tonight, I am definitely not going to list things on Etsy, because there's a couple of programmes on the TV that I want to watch. So I'll no doubt be cuddling with this little man here, because he won't be going home, will he? So normally he sleeps on me until it's time to go home. But as he's not going home, I don't know when he'll stop sleeping on me. Probably when we go to bed. But that's a bit sad really, because I actually want to do some crochet or some knitting or whatever. So I'm on my 4th goodbye now, but this time I mean it. So I'll probably see you tomorrow, all being well. Bye for now. Enjoy your evening. Bye.